Hey y'all, Darth Maulian here. Welcome back. Today we are back here once again, of course, at the tower, and it is that? Let me check. It looks like somebody's already working in one of the shops because why not? Let's see. Okay. And oh no, he's just chilling over here. I thought he was at the armor shop. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so today we're going to work on, I have done some testing. We're going to do a couple of things. The only thing I could come up with, I think I've got an idea for the next few levels. So we've got those two down there. I know what I'm going to do here. I've already got this planned out. And we're going to do the layout, the walls and everything here. Beyond that, I have decided that this is going to be, I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it yet. And so right now it's just kind of be there. But this is going to be a bar. There's going to be a large bar, and I'm going to, it's going to be a bar and a dance floor and all that. And I think it's going to look pretty cool. Just got to figure out exactly how I want that to look, and then I can go ahead and make it. But for now, that's what that one is. Up here, this is, as you can see, it's probably, I think I can make this into a nice large arcade. And I've got a couple ideas for how to fill it out and make sure it looks really cool. And then we'll come up here, and this is going to be a gym. So this should be pretty cool. We can get this going in here, a nice big gym. And then we'll come up here. And then this is going to be one of the residential levels. And that is going to be another one. And then, of course, the penthouse. Which it's going to take me a while to figure out exactly how I want to design my own penthouse. But for now, we're going to come all the way back down. And we're going to go into here. So we're going to start with this. This is the office. And let's go ahead and get this going. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by going into the back corner. And I decided I only wanted one level of office, just because I wanted to have some variety. The residential levels, I want to have two, simply because it's going to be, I need enough room for all of my residents. So, anyway, so what we're going to do is this is going to be essentially, we're going to have a corner office right here for the manager. I'm going to put those there, and then we're going to come here, and then the other side of this is going to be a conference room. You see this a lot. I see it a lot, at least. Does this... There we go. I just didn't feel like it was going to go. So, yeah, so we now get the nice corner office, because, at least back in when I was growing up, everybody was all excited about getting that corner office. If you were going to work in a building, you wanted that corner office. So, yeah, this is a corner office, and we're going to have a nice big windows, all that. And then, of course, you have these conference rooms that a lot of people end up having in these office buildings. So we'll have one in here, probably a coffee table on one side, a nice big table with a bunch of chairs around it. The other thing we're going to do is I figured out to get this is basically going to be kind of a cube farm here. So I'm going to start with that. There we go. And I'm going to just do these half walls for the cube farm. And I think that's going to end up looking good. It's not going to make it too large. You can still kind of see over it, which is basically how cubicles and such go. You can see over them if you're standing up. But you don't get the windows necessarily. This guy, there will be one. I think I might have one over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to have this be an office or another cube, or if that's going to be like a storage section. I think I might just do filing cabinets or something there. We'll see. For now, though, the other thing I need is put. Got to start on the wall so that it actually fits. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and put the dividers in here. Okay, come on. There we go. All right. So that's that. So we've got our manager's office over here, the conference room over here, and then we've got enough cubes for at least 6 employees. Plus, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to have a 7th. I haven't decided yet, but it really doesn't matter. Nobody's really going to be up here anyway for the most part, but, you know, we like to pretend, and that's fine. But I like this. I think this is going to work out well. And then over here, I'm going to put in, I mean, maybe I could put stuff over there, but I can do, you know, filing cabinets. I can try to put some kind of a copier. I don't know what I'm going to make for a copier, but I can figure something out, I think. And stuff like that, storage. And then I can probably do a couple of vending machines over here. I think that might work, because you usually have that in these offices. But anyway, so that's going to be that level. So that was pretty quick, but we're not done, of course. So, since I don't know what I'm going to do for the other levels, what we're going to do from here is we're going to go back downstairs, and I had some ideas for what I'm going to do for the bathrooms. So, to start, what I want to do is, let me go ahead, I need to measure something real quick. I forgot to measure it when I was doing this. I just want to make sure it's going to work. I believe these are, the toilets are under miscellaneous. There's the broken ones, so the clean ones should be right here. Yeah, we should be good. Okay, cool. So, I'll show you what I was talking about here in just a moment. So, we're going to come out here. And this is going to be interesting trying to get this to fit, but hopefully we can do this. So we're going to start by, let me see if these will sync. I don't know if these are going to sync at all. Well, looks like they do there, but not over here. Okay, that's fine. I think we can work with that. Anyway, let me get a couple of foundations out here. I need these so I have a nice flat surface that I can use to do some measurements on. I need them connected though. So now we're going to come over here, and I'm going to go ahead and actually take that back. We're going to go back into this and put one wall up. Just for measurement's sake, it helps me visually understand exactly what we're working with. So next, we're going to come over here to these half-length concrete walls. And you see the lines, the seams, whatever, for the tiles here. We're going to line these up as best we can on that. And since I'm using that wall in the back as a guide, see, it's going to dig into the ground even if I go all the way up. But I don't want it that high. I want it about right there so that those angle pieces in the corners there, the corner metal pieces that are kind of holding it all together, I want those to be pretty much right at the top of that cross beam. So we're going to place that one there. And then we can do one more right here. Come on. They won't go through these walls, but they will go through the foundations for some reason. And I can move this over here. No. So used to other building methods, but that's okay. Alright, come on. Fallout 76 has kind of messed me up sometimes for building. Because it is a little bit different in that. But that's alright. So, there we go. Alright, so basically what we're doing here is we're building 3 stalls. We can store that now. And what I'm going to need to do now is I need to go ahead and let's see if I can move this whole thing into this. Oh, look at that. It will go in. Interesting. Cool. That'll work. All right. That's good. That gives me a nice... Well, I guess I don't really need it on that. I can... What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get it as low to the ground as possible while still giving me something to work with. So, there. That should be good. Because I need something that's going to be level so that when I pick these up, they're not going to be, you know, too high. And that's my goal here. So, anyway. Alright. Now, we're going to do some magic and figure out the doors. So, stalls, of course, always have doors on them. You can't really have privacy if you don't have a door or something to block it. So, we're going to use these blue doors. I think these look kind of the most restroom-like doors. These just look a little too dirty, and I don't know. So this one looks decent. I like it, and it's got the door handle. But as you can see, you can't place these by themselves. So what we got to do, and I'm going to do the first one here. After that, I'm going to pause and kind of do the rest of them myself, just because you probably don't need to see it. But we're going to place a wall here. Now, this is a trick I learned. I honestly don't remember who I learned this from, but I did. So, from somebody else. All right, so you test it and see how it's going to open. So in this case, it's going to open like that, which is not really what I want. That should be fine. So, yeah. So you see those hinges. If you can see the hinges, then it's going to open towards you. And that's how we want this to go. So once you've got that, you can actually pick up this and move it, especially if you're doing multiple doors like this. You can just move the door frame out of the way. The door will sit there and float, and oddly enough, it will still open, even though it's got nothing to hinge on. So, but that's okay. That's one of the fun things about this game. So, let's come over here. We're going to grab the pillar, bring it back here, and just so that I have some space to work with, I'm going to bring this back here, and let's go into conduits. I love working with these things because they give you such... It's because they're so small. I love working with them because they're so small. You get range without losing your visibility or anything else. So these two pieces together work really well for that. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and line this up. And you see it's going to go right in. So we're going to actually bring this up just a touch like that. And there we go. That is our first door. Bring this off, go out of this, and there you go. That's where you're going to have your toilet. Close that, and now you got a door. And it's maybe a little off. The angle might be a little off. I'm not going to be too concerned about that, the angles on these. But let's go ahead. I'm going to show you one more. I'm going to do it one more time just so that you guys can see, because that went kind of quick, faster than I thought it would. So let's go ahead and build one more. Give me the frame. Come over here to the doors. Find the door we want to use. There it is. Swing it around. There we go. And move the frame. Now we grab... Hopefully I don't pick up... Okay, good. Thought I'm... Okay, that was just weird. That was weird. Did you guys... Oh, man. I have not seen that. Yeah, you're kind of weird there, buddy. He just came up to this door floating in midair and said, hey, let's open that. even though it's going to mess me up. But all right, let's get this door moved into place here. So, all right. So now we're going to move this, and what you can do... Oh, good. It is going to go right in. I was afraid that this might be a little too tight for the doors. It might turn red. You know, there's all sorts of other potential issues with these things. So I'm just glad it's going to go in, and it'll be green. And there we go. So I'm not going to be... As you can see, I'm not super concerned about gaps on these. These don't have to be perfect. I just want them to be essentially bathroom stall doors. Those aren't ever perfect. Sometimes you'll see them hanging inwards just a little bit. You know, things like that. But unfortunately, the way you know, the way they have this is there are no stall doors for the building materials in the base game. I believe people have added those in mods and stuff like that. But without mods, which is what I do, you can't build them. But that's alright. Alright, well, let's actually... Here's what I'm going to do, since this is going pretty quick. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. This isn't taking very long to do this. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up, this side, and then I'll go ahead and build the second one on my own once I show you what we're going to do to get this in. So, this is going quick. I think we'll be alright. So, let's get that. Line it up. And place it in. And then we got one more door. Unfortunately, with the other thing we don't have is we don't have the urinals in this. So it kind of makes it where basically you have only stall toilets. You can't build urinals in this, which, despite the fact that they actually exist in the game, which has always confused me. I don't know why they don't give us that. They give us sinks that mount to the walls, but they won't give us urinals. Weird. Just some of the oversights in this game for the building materials kind of confuse me. Oh, did I just... I did place a door twice, and I stored the wrong one. Alright, let's get it back. There we go. Alright. So, yeah. And they still haven't corrected these things in Fallout 76 either, which is weird. Not that I need urinals in 76, just because that one's a little different. You're only building a camp. You're only building a little house. You typically can't build a full-sized settlement in that. Some people can, but I have not been able to do that. I've been able to build a couple houses, but that's it. So, all right, let's see. That looks about lined up. Thank you for moving me right as I was about to place it. Alright. It's fine. These settlers have no respect. Alright, let's go. Let's get this guy right here. About right. Yeah, right. Well, there. That should be fine. Okay. Now, so now we got all our doors. That one's inset a little bit. That's fine. I really don't care. I'm not going to be super concerned about it. If you want to be super concerned, go for it. I will not be. So now we store the floors. And so now we have just these. So to move this into place, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to decorations and get my handy dandy ashtray. And I should be able to grab everything with the ashtray. And you see, it's the cement walls here are they're hanging down really low compared to the ashtray, which is exactly what I want. So now we're going to move this in place. Now this is going to be the tricky part. We want to move this and try to line it up on everything all at once. And this is not going to be easy. Okay, so let's see what we can do about this. Oh, look at that. These will even sink down. That's kind of cool. I did not realize that. Alright. Let's put it right there. Yeah, this last one is very much in a bush, but it does kind of hide the fact that it's not really attached to anything. So, that's fine. We're good with that. Let's see. What I could do is, let me see if this will work. I just want to build this separately because moving these doors in is kind of a pain, and I'd rather do it out there and have it all one piece than try to move it in individually. So let's, if you want to do it individually, that's fine. Whatever works for you. Let's see. Let's try this. Will this... Sometimes these pillars can go in. No. Does not look like it's going to want to go in. Sometimes you can snap them, though. Nope. Okay. Well, let's come out here and take that away. Oh, well. That's fine. There may be a way to do it. I'm not sure. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. This is just my design, so... you can take it and do whatever you want. Now, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to come back into furniture, all the way down to miscellaneous, and we're going to come down here to the toilets. And we can place a toilet in each one of these. And they fit just fine. Forgot to open all the doors here, so... but I want the clean toilets because this is a nice new office tower, so... Those dirty toilets, despite some of this other stuff being a little dirty, the dirty toilets just... I don't even know why they have those in there, honestly. It just makes no sense to me. And then on this wall, we're going to have a few sinks, 2 or 3 sinks. Let's go ahead and put those in here. So, yeah, I think we can do one right here. We'll do 3 sinks. There. And right there. Lift that up just a little bit. There we go. Good. That works. And then we can have some trash cans in here. And then I will do my nice trick with the mirrors that I did in the vault. This, I know for a fact, I learned it from Schooled Zone. And what I'll do is I'll actually put a link in the description down below so you guys can go take a look at that video because it's actually extremely helpful. He did a great job and I've been using it a lot. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna build the mirrors real quick as well. I'm going to take care of this first bathroom and then I'll do the second one on my own. You guys don't need to watch all of that. But we come down here to decorations and then Nuka World and Galactic Zone. That's the one. And if you look, the back of these is kind of a silvery, it's got kind of a silvery look to it. Kind of like a mirror. It doesn't actually act like a mirror, unfortunately, but it does kind of look like one. So what you do is you bring this here, And then you bring that. That, I don't think that's going to work. Let's get the Vault Girl. She'll definitely get it off the wall. So you just have to get something close enough to grab it. And then you can bring it out here. Spin it around. Well, doesn't matter, but it's now floating in midair. Yay! And now we have access to this. And with that, we can grab our pillar. And since pillars tend to sink, we're going to go ahead and do this. Let's grab this. And we're going to grab a short one. I don't think I need a medium one. I want to be a little bit closer to my target while I take care of this. So we're going to grab this. Alright, let's try and get this angled as best I can. There. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so the one issue with this, unfortunately because of how these walls are, because these are not solid, I'm going to have to be very careful about putting these in. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and start with this one over here. We're going to make it lined up. So lining it up is easy if you kind of send it all the way through the wall and then pull it out slowly. If the whole thing pops into existence quickly at the same time, you know you are pretty much good to go. Alright, I'm going to have it, I want it hanging off the wall just slightly, just so that it's not actually hanging into the wall. See, that's hanging a little bit in. I'm okay with that, with having just a small outline. What I can do is I can hang the other mirror at approximately the same location on this side. And you can do that too if you want. You can actually, if you want to line up two mirrors at the same time, that's fine. That might be easier. I'm going to try that. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'll give it a quick shot here. Let me just get my stuff out of here. The downside is going to be trying to get it lined up inside properly. But let's see if this will work. So let me come back into, no, decorations. Nuka World, Galactic Zone. It doesn't matter which of these. All three of these, by the way, look exactly the same on the back side. They're all that silvery side. So you can use whichever of these posters you want. It does not matter. But these three posters are the best I have found for doing mirrors. They seem to work extremely well, even if there is no actual reflection, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and place this here. We're going to use this as our barrier here, so we kind of test it and see. So, well, first let me get these here. I'm going to use that to test the thickness of these, and we'll go from there. So let's grab this one. Okay, and once I get these mirrors in, then I think that's going to be it for this video. Let's see. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. Place it down. Come over here and grab it from the other side. Well, no, I don't want to do that just because it's gonna not line up properly. So let's grab this. Grab our pillar. And we're going to try and line this up as best we can here. So let's try this. And if this works, I'm going to redo the other mirror inside because this is going to be a whole lot easier. So let's do that. How does that look? Oh, that is not good. That's not it at all. Okay, so... And you put these on these walls like this because if you don't... in fact, we can just drop it lower and use that. You only have to use the Nuka Girl or something else if you have your poster a little too high. Let's put the ashtray back in there. Okay, grab this. Let's see if I can get it this time. Okay. This is not easy because you can't see both sides. So what we'll do is we'll do the same technique that we were using. See, that's not lining up properly. We'll do the same technique we used on the other mirror. Yeah, see, that's lined up pretty well. We can do a little better. There. Yeah, see, that's going through right really well. How about that? Yeah, that's a little bit of a gap. More than I was hoping. But let's see how that works. So now we'll grab all of these and move it to the wall. That. Okay, so having a gap there actually is not bad. That actually works, because I think if I didn't have a gap, they would not be on the wall properly. So, yeah, I like that. Let's get... Where did my short conduit go? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. I gotta start putting these things, have a place for these things. I tend to lose them sometimes. So, alright, let's grab the conduit. And we're gonna put this mirror in place. Grab everything. Alright, and it is starting to get dark. But that's okay, we're about done here anyway. We're gonna just finish this up shortly. Let's get this. I want to use this side as my guide. And then... So again, we're going to push this through. And see, it doesn't line up properly. And I think that's because the conduit is going through. Which is good. That gives me... Something's not lining up here. Alright. Hang on. Let me check my angles real quick. I know it's getting dark and I apologize. Just need to check the angle. Okay, I am at an angle on this a little bit. Let me go ahead and shift this. There we go. Alright. I don't know what you're doing, dude. He likes going up there. But, oh, you know what? He could be going up to the bed upstairs for some reason, which is weird. He shouldn't be, because he's still got his bed in the little shack here, which is where I'm keeping everybody until I have this place fully built. Alright, so almost, let's see. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna pop this out just a bit. I think if I put it right about there, let's lift it up just a touch. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that. That looks really good. Because that'll give us both sides. We got mirrors on both sides and they'll line up. And then we can deal with it there. Yeah, you'll see the other side of the poster back here, but I don't care. It's fine. It's not a big deal. If that's a concern for you, I imagine you can probably fit, if you can line it up properly, Looks like you can probably fit a third one of these. Another one of these posters right here in the middle, in between them. And that should block it so that it just looks like a really thick mirror on there. But that should do it. And what I will do is, now that I know what I've got here, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up on my own time, not here. But I showed you guys how to do that. I'm really pleased with how that's turning out. I like how these stalls turned out. Those look really good. And I do like these mirrors. Those are turning out really well. So thank you to Paul over at School Zone for that. And like I said, he's got some other ideas as well on these. So I'll put the link for his video in the description, and you can go take a look at that. He does a really good job explaining everything. Probably better than I do, but that's okay. So there we go. That is what we're going to deal with today. I'm going to get the next 2 or 3 levels figured out for the next episode. At least get the basic design. I will go ahead and finish up the bathrooms, and then we can take a look, and I'll show you guys that next time, how the bathrooms look. I'll put the trash cans and anything else I'm going to have. There won't be, of course, junk is the last thing I'm going to do. I always do that last because you never know. Things tend to fall through the floors if you do it early. So, yeah, but we'll get these finished up, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, have a great day. Bye, guys.